We can then combine the insights from panels A and B to show that the supply curve is equal to the portion of the marginal cost curve that lies above the average cost curve, because the lowest point of the average cost curve is equal to the break-even price. The remainder of the supply curve then lies on the vertical axis below the break-even price, or below the lowest point of the average cost curve. This gives us the shaded area as both the total revenue and the total cost, making P star our break-even price. If you now compare the supply curve we've just derived to the supply curve we derived using the direct profit maximization method in graph 11.9, you'll find that the supply curves are identical. As long as the underlying production frontier is the same, the supply curves we derive should be the same regardless of what method we use. The information contained in the production frontier is used directly in the direct profit maximization method of graph 11.9, and it's used indirectly here because the cost curves themselves incorporate that information. Within this graph here, we've also found different ways of thinking about how we can show profit. In panel A, we illustrated profit as the difference between the green positive area and the magenta negative area. In panel B, on the other hand, we illustrated profit by illustrating the difference between total revenues and total costs using the average cost function as a way of illustrating costs. Finally, we should emphasize again what we concluded in panel C. For a competitive price-taking producer, the main portion of the supply curve is equal to the segment of the marginal cost curve that lies above the average cost curve. This is an insight we'll use repeatedly, and will show again and again that if we think about costs correctly, it'll always be the case that the supply curve is the portion of the marginal cost above the average cost.